Hi, this was supposed to be the episode where I demonstrated how to capture video using your computer and an inexpensive USB capture device. However, I've had some trouble finding an inexpensive USB capture device that works and works well. First, I bought this $12 Zeiss USB capture device from Amazon, and I managed to get it to work, but had some issues with the audio quality on Windows, Mac, and Linux. I was able to find a workaround, but it wasn't an easy workaround. And since my goal here is to find an easy, out-of-the-box way to do this, regardless of your technical proficiency, the Zeiss was out. Next, I got a Diamond VC500 for $37 from Amazon, and had some issues right out of the box with that. My primary operating system is Linux, so that's where I tried it first. I couldn't get good video, I couldn't get good audio, so I sent that one back. Finally, what I'm working with now is this VTop capture device that was $29 from Amazon, and so far this is working pretty good. So our next video will likely demonstrate how to use this to capture video, and we can get the ball rolling there. In the meantime, I wanted to talk about the issues of resolution, aspect ratio, and interlaced rendering and progressive rendering, because these are important characteristics of video that you need to know when you're capturing these old videotapes and digitizing them. So we'll start there. These days, most of the video content we watch is in high definition, or HD. HD actually refers to a handful of different video formats, but it basically boils down to the resolution of the image and whether or not the rendering is progressive or interlaced. Resolution refers to the number of pixels or individual dots on the screen. HD video is either 1,280 pixels wide by 720 pixels tall, or 1,920 pixels wide by 1,080 pixels tall. Interlaced rendering means that it takes 2 frames of video to display 1 frame of video image information. The first frame contains the odd numbered rows of pixels, and then the second frame contains the even numbered rows of pixels. The frames are rolling by so fast, usually like 30 frames per second, that your brain's able to put it all back together and it looks okay. But progressive rendering gives you a full frame of information for every frame of video. So it generally looks better, but our old home movies were recorded using interlaced video. So that's one thing that we have to keep in mind when we're digitizing these old movies. Now, video formats are often referred by the number of rows of pixels followed by a P or an I to indicate whether they're progressive or interlaced. So 1080p is a 1,920 pixels wide by 1,080 pixels high frame that's rendered progressively because of the P on the end. 720i refers to a 1,280 pixel wide by 720 pixel high video frame that is rendered interlaced. Now let's look at the resolution available on our old video media. For example, VHS and 8mm videotapes provided about 250 lines of resolution. Now, once you bump up to Super VHS and the High 8 videotapes, those provided around 400 lines of resolution. And then once you upgraded to Mini DV or the Mini DVD formats, you got 480 lines of resolution. The DVD video format has a video resolution of 720 pixels wide by 480 pixels tall. Now this is plenty of video resolution for any of our old videotapes from VHS on up to Mini DV. So that's the resolution I recommend you capture and digitize your videos at. Let's talk about aspect ratio. Now, a lot of these old movies, these old videos that we're talking about digitizing, were meant to be displayed on a 4:3 aspect ratio television. Those are the TVs that we had in our homes before we got the newer 16:9 widescreen TVs that everybody has in their homes now. If you do a little math, you quickly realize that 720 pixels by 480 pixels, the resolution of DVD video, doesn't conform to a 4:3 aspect ratio or a 16:9 aspect ratio. What is up with that? Well, the way the DVD format works is it makes use of non-square pixel aspect ratios to accommodate for 4:3 video and 16:9 video. So a 4:3 video uses 8 to 9 pixel aspect ratios, and 16:9 video uses a 32 to 27 aspect ratio of the pixels themselves. But in practical terms, it means that we need to stretch a widescreen image to 872 pixels wide by 486 pixels tall. And for a 4:3 image, we need to squeeze it down to 640 pixels wide to 480 pixels tall. Now you know just about everything you need to know about resolution, aspect ratio, and progressive and interlaced rendering. Next time, we'll talk about actually digitizing some video and restoring these old memories to life. Resolution refers to the Where was I? Come in. Aren't you leaving in 15 minutes? Now, when you digitize the video from your old videotapes, you'll want to do it at a resolution. Now, here's the complicated part. Interlaced rendering. Interlaced rendering means that it takes two frames